want to play a game?
Hi, Lloyd. A little slow tonight, isn't it? I see, Daddy.
What's going on, everyone? Happy Halloween. No, don't adjust your televisions. I'm not UAG. But this is Sunday Saucey Sunday. Welcome, everybody. Now listen. We got a great show planned for you today. But before we get started, I want to jump in and say hi to all my friends in the chat. But holy cow, man, I got to take these glasses off. I can't see a thing. Oh my goodness. What's going on, everybody? Oh, who we got today? Uh-oh, there's a pretender in the audience. Little UAG, you're seeing double. Oh, Hollywood Polo, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Great times playing last night. Cryotech, good to see you, man. Man, that was fun playing last night. We stayed up way too late, but man, it was good stuff. So hey guys, today gonna kind of take you through. Last weekend I had an opportunity to visit local arcade and pinball museum. It was really exciting. Got an opportunity to check out some really rare and crazy pinball machines, as well as some arcade stuff. But again, before we do that, let's just kind of talk about, since the boys are here, let's talk about what we've been playing. And last night we had a really great opportunity to play some good games. I got on with Hollywood Polo probably around 9 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Pacific, somewhere in that time frame. We played some WWE 2K16, had a blast playing that. Best part about that was that only one of us had to own the game, and we got to do the I think it's called Shared Link or whatever it's called on Steam. But man, that was so much fun. Then we hooked up with Cryotech and played some Capcom beat 'em up, crazy beat 'em up, man. I honestly don't even remember what the name of the game was, and maybe Hollywood, you could help me out. I forget what it was, but man, that it was crazy. It had I was at one point a character that was a big plant, man-eating plant, kind of like from Little Shop of Horrors. But yeah, it was a good time. We played about $2 worth of quarters and ripped through that, and we didn't quite beat the game, but we got pretty far into it. I think we were pretty close to the end. Had a good time of that. Also, Wizard of Walls. So this is a pretty cool new arcade game that just came out. For those of you that have played Wizard of War, it is a spiritual sequel to that. And it's pretty cool. It honestly did not play that great. We struggled quite a bit trying to get it to work and do well. Adam, what's up, my man? Always great to see you, buddy. We got to get you on the show one of these days. You are a great member of this community, and you've got some really good insights, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and kind of just get to know you a little bit better and have you kind of talk to the community. You're a great guy, always supporting. But anyways, with Wizard of Walls, so we kind of tried to play it online. We've had a lot of really good single player success, and it's really fun, and I've actually installed it onto my Legends Ultimate OTG, and having a blast with that. Set some really cool scores, and they've got a global leaderboard. But unfortunately, the online was really sketchy. I tried hosting a game. I think Cryotech tried hosting a game, and unfortunately, because of whether it's not stable enough or whatever, but it just wasn't a good experience. So we kind of bagged that and kind of finished out our night with Hot Wheels, which is another really great game, and I'm really enjoying that one. I put a lot of time into that. I know Endless One Up has done quite a few videos on that. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. All right, what have you guys been playing? UAG, I know you put a little bit of time into Big Blue and some of the tournaments. What else you been playing? Adam, what about you, man? What have you been playing? In Hollywood, I know you've got some new games that you put on as well, and Cryotech, like I said, I know you guys all kind of jumped on the same bandwagons that I have, and we've been playing together. So if you guys have any other recommendations, feel free to drop them in the chat. People might definitely appreciate seeing some of the games we've been playing. It's fun. Hollywood Polo, yes, I am number 10 in the world on Wizard of Walls. Had a pretty darn good run after I got it set up onto my Legends Ultimate and got the restrictor gate plugged onto the machine, and it went pretty well. So let's see here. Let's talk about VPX and what I've put onto my Legends Pinball here recently. I did do Judge Dredd, and that was one where the modification was really good. They updated it, but I also liked the old version, and so I've actually now got two of those going through. And they play a little bit different. They're basically the same table, but the physics and everything else are a little bit different for each table. So every once in a while, I actually will have duplicates. I try to avoid that as much as possible. But when I find a table that I really like its update or something else, it's really one of those great things. Mad Dad, how you doing, man? Great to see you. Thank you for stopping by, brother. And let's see what else. Beastmaster. So I put Beastmaster on. Yeah, it's not a good table, guys. I put it on because I love the movie Beastmaster. I played it. It's a drain machine. It's not super well designed. I'm not happy with that one. The other one that I just put on the other night was V. For any of you that have ever seen the movie V with the visitors and the lizard people and whatever, it's an old table, and it's not super flashy, but it's kind of cool. It's got a little bit of some good sound to it, and it's got a little bit of nostalgia with the pictures and things like that. What else did I do? Oh, Jimi Hendrix. That was such an awesome table. If you have an opportunity and you don't have it, if you like Jimi Hendrix, even if you don't, you got to try it, man. I mean, playing through that little purple haze rolling in the back, man. I mean, just awesome. Hey, Joe. Fantastic tables. Okay, let's see. Mad Dad's not returning phone calls, hon. Too much time in the gym, buddy. Let's see here. So on the iArcade, I've obviously been playing a ton of Rastan. I mean, I went off about that, and I love the fact that it's one of, I mean, it's in my top 5 all-time arcade games. So, it really is a game that I play all the time. And now that I can just, quickly tap the wake button on the iArcade and get a couple 10 minutes in, get a level or two here or there, I really am enjoying it. Endless One Up, man. How you doing? Hey, buddy, anytime you ever need help, just let me know, and I'll be happy to get you up and running. Always willing to help the community. Also, in addition to that, I started playing a couple of levels in Mayhem Brawlers. I like it. It's fun. I also did buy, was it Rising Hell, I think is what it's called. Haven't played it much. Just kind of checked it out, made sure it wasn't something I absolutely hated. So I played it for about 10 minutes or so. It felt good. So I'm looking forward to putting a little bit more time. It's been a hectic month this month, guys. So I just, and kind of along those lines, that's why I haven't been able to get any of the How I Do It videos, the next couple of videos in the series out. I've got them planned. They're in the pipe. I do want to get them done. Just haven't had a ton of time to get those filmed and edited to get those out for you guys. So, yeah, coming soon. Bear with me. Work's been really busy, so we'll try to get them to you guys as quickly as I can. All right, so I'm going to jump in and start going through my experience, my little trip here in Hillsboro, Oregon, to this. It's called Next Level Pinball Arcade and Museum, or Pinball Museum and Arcade. It's basically a free play. Everything is set on free play. You play $20 to get in, and everything is free to play. So I kind of started off walking around, and I came across this. Now this was a crazy experience. This was it's called Dark Escape 3D, but it's basically a little cabinet shooter where you've got 3D glasses and this bench, and you sit down, and you'll see here in a second, you've kind of got little turret guns that you use to shoot at the 3D screen. Now, the best part about this was that it, the bench actually rumbles, and so, you know, 2 or 3 minutes into the experience, um, it was just like the whole bench started rumbling, and then it's got these air jets that just like blow cold air across the back of your neck, right as the intense action happens. Um, and so yeah, it was a really cool experience. Like I said, it was coming in for the pinball, but walking around, and there was a ton of video games. So you can see here, there's obviously the House of Dead. Um, the whole series was here. So on this one, you've got 1 and 2 on the single machine, 3, and then the 4. I went looking all over to play Attack from Mars. We were playing it at the time last week. It was playing in the tournament, so I wanted to get on and play. Had a great run with that. Lots of really cool stuff going through there. And as you can see, there are just hundreds and hundreds. There's over 400 tables, pinball original tables, that are in this place. Um, Obviously, I couldn't play them all, but I did hit it. This one's pretty cool. So here with Fishtails, so I'd never actually seen this machine in real life, but I have this topper video of this real topper, and so I had to give this a try to see how close it was to playing in real life to my virtual pinball version of it. But as you can see, like I said, there's just rows and rows of pinball machines, a lot of really good ones. The other great thing about this is there's just a ton of nostalgia. This place is littered with nostalgic decorations on every portion of the wall. So there's just kind of a little Clint Eastwood. You can see here in front of the battle pods, they had stormtroopers and what do you call it? The First Order troopers lined up on top. You've got Marvel and Star Wars just lining every aspect of this arcade. Here in a minute, you'll see a couple of cool little things with regards to this. So Zybots and WrestleFest. Hey, it's not an arcade if it doesn't have a WrestleFest machine, guys. That's just bottom line. And you can see you got the Tekkens and Street Fighters and Killer Instinct and Mortal Kombat here. You know, all of the stuff you would expect to see coming through those. So yeah, it's really kind of this cool thing where you can sit and play. This was kind of interesting. I had a pink Donkey Kong. I had never seen the pink Donkey Kong. But yeah, it's certainly there. Yeah, Cryotech, I totally agree. Extremely expensive, and we're going to talk about the one that really triggered me here in a couple minutes when we get to that part. But also had a Fix-It Felix. Right? There are so many decorations in this place. It's crazy. Wait till you see the Nightmare on Elm Street, man. It's pretty cool. And there's actually a little section in there that I'll kind of pause the video here and highlight it. But yeah, it's awesome. So this was pretty cool. So this was a sit-down shooter again. This is the back of the cabinet, but it's basically the cab for Optimus Prime. And I had never played this in the arcade at all, but it was really cool. So I had to get a photo and show you guys. But you can see on the sides of it just lines and lines of areas. So this is an interesting photograph. It's Terminator Salvation. The game isn't all that great, but if you look behind it, those are all lunch boxes, and those are all lunch boxes with the original thermoses in them. It's one of those things where, yeah, you know, I had a lunchbox, and I'm sure many of you did too. But it was Dukes of Hazzard and Empire Strikes Back, I think, at one point. But yeah, this collection was literally from floor to ceiling with these lunchboxes and their original thermoses all lined up on the wall here. Really cool. And if you haven't played the Terminator Salvation game, that's also a really good game. I put a round in there for it. You can see again, just rows and rows of pinballs. Just nothing you can there isn't any one that you can think of that I couldn't find. They were all here. I mean, everything that popped into my mind that I wanted to try out I may had to have looked for it, but it was there, um, and had really good play. The only one that I was a little bit disappointed with that wasn't well done um, was Red and Ted's Roadshow. One of the little eyeballs on Ted was messed up, but there's Freddy Krueger popping out. I mean, think how badass that would look over an original Nightmare on Elm Street table. Man, that's such a cool 3D piece of artwork. And again, they kind of had little themes and sections, so as you'd go through and walk through this place, you could do it. This is greeting you as you walk in. They've got full size Marvel characters there. Pretty exciting. God of War, and again, more lunch boxes and travel totes, and I mean, just like I said, just crazy amounts of nostalgia. Every time I would turn the corner, I'd see something new that just kind of would catch my eye and go, oh wow, that's cool. I remember those. And again, like I said, every single pinball you could possibly think of. Street Fighter, actually, I really enjoyed playing the real version, much more so than going through the VPX, which I'm going to talk a little bit about here, specifically with regards to surround sound feedback. But there's all kinds of Chuck Norris toys, and of course I had to take a round at Oh Yeah and the Royal Rumble. It was really, really cool. And then again, there's that Bullwinkle topper. I really love that. And then, of course, the old school Star Wars Darth Vader action figure case. They converted into a topper there. You guys remember these? These are the starting lineup collectors for baseball. Really cool stuff. Yeah, it was tough to leave. I mean, I really only went to go for about an hour and a half. I ended up spending 3.5 hours there. It's really awesome. I mean, it's like I said, even the time I was there, I know I did not catch everything that I wanted to play, and so I'm definitely going to schedule some time here in the future to go back and check it all out. Because again, just not enough time to play every single table and give it the time it really deserves. But there's all the Star Wars figures, and those are the re-releases, and there's some original Gen 1s up there too. So I mean, yeah, just nostalgia, toys, comics, all kinds of stuff. So they actually have got a section here dedicated, and I apologize for the crazy camera work. I don't know what the heck I was thinking here. But either way, so all of the new Stern tables that are all set up, it's like, what are you doing, Meatball? Anyways, so I had a chance to play Legacy of the Beast, which is one that I really would like to get the VPX version fixed, but it was a great experience playing that. This is the new Black Knight, also really awesome. The Jurassic Park is there, and then of course the new Godzilla is also here. And honestly, guys, I was not super impressed with Godzilla. I was actually quite disappointed in it, but it was okay. It was definitely, it's not one that I would say is worth $8,000. But that Deadpool was sweet. I mean, it played way better than the VPX version, and it was a good time. And like I said, I just tried to capture as much of this to show off just all of the cool stuff that just lines the walls in this place. It's crazy. And then, of course, the arcades. So there's tons of sections of arcades. And again, just going back through, and as you kind of round the corner, you'll run into a new section of arcades lining the walls instead of pinball. So this was something I had never seen. There was actually a couple of these. So as you look at this is a Revenge from Mars. And actually, let me back that up for a second and show you. So there's actually, this is what they call Pinball 2000. And this is kind of the end of an era for the Williams Pinball team, in that they had released these as kind of a chance to try to revive the pinball market. And they only made two cabinets. One was the Revenge from Mars, and the other one was Star Wars Episode 1. But they have these really cool digital displays and interactions with a video screen that are actually your targets. So you're actually shooting targets on the playfield. And it's a really cool experience. The Revenge from Mars wasn't as fun as the Star Wars Episode 1, but it was also really interactive. So I was really impressed. Not only had I not even seen these, I had to go look it up and see what they were, because they were really cool. And so it was really fun experience for me to try something like that I definitely had not seen. Now this one. This, guys, is my new love. I love my wife. I love my children. But this, I love to death. This is one of only 400 cabinets ever made. There's probably never going to be a VPX version of this because it's probably very impossible to get the ROM dump on it. But this is a modern WWE table, and this thing is so awesome. It has got an upper level Titantron that plays the actual entrance music. You get to select your wrestler. There's a ring at the top that it doesn't really have flippers, and I didn't get a great picture of it here, but it doesn't have flippers. It's actually got button controlled slingshots that you use to keep the ball in that upper ring to try to defeat your opponent. But like I said, it's got some really great table design, the artwork, the video, the ROM, everything is fantastic. Then they also had this really cool 4-player 80-inch Tomb Raider shooter or on-rails shooter that I had a really good time playing with. Again, more stuff going on with the toys and things like that. Yeah, so and then this is kind of just hanging out at the front. They've got all different toys and things all on display all throughout that area. So yeah, like I said, there is just so much going on with regards to that place and that machine. But the itch I now have, I now really, really want that WrestleMania Stars or whatever it's called. It's like I said, there's only 400 of them made, so if I find one, I'm sure I'm going to have to pay a lot of money for it. But each one is actually individually signed by Hulk Hogan. Take that for what you will, but it's definitely, like I said, the gameplay was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And it was pretty sweet. So let's see, guys, I don't have a ton else this week. Again, I just really wanted to come on and let you guys know kind of how things are going, where I'm trying to get going as far as the videos for the tutorials, and just let you guys know that I haven't forgot about you. I am still trying to get them out there, and they will come. It's just, real life is in the way. Yeah, no, definitely. If you are ever in Oregon and you have an opportunity to take a stop by Next Level Pinball, do. It's an experience, and for $20, you're going to have an all day time with it. It's just a good place to hang out, and I'm shocked that it's been here for a couple years, and I didn't even know about it, and I literally drive past the little side road that it's on every single day of the week, and just never knew about it. So hey guys, like I said, don't have a whole lot else this week, but I appreciate you stopping by and checking out the video, and I just wanted to say happy Halloween to everybody. So again, thanks a lot, and take care.